Manning.
I said like 2011, he like lapped. That's when he really started. Like once the 2010 hit, then he went over Peyton. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like after like what's his name? You can't name me a quarterback in 06. Like because Joe Montana before Brady became the GOAT.
I'm not gonna hold you, but after just one shit put him at top 2. That's wild.
He changed the way quarterback is being played. It's because of Peyton Manning,
and he already had one before.
Can you tell me how he changed that? Like I want to know genuinely how you feel he changed.
I got this motherfucker live. I just peeped it.
How many quarterbacks, if any, were doing the things at the line of scrimmage and basically calling the games by themselves?
So the Omahas and the audibles and all that basically is what you talk about.
Just everything. The way the quarterback position was being played.
But you're talking about the audibles. You're talking about the audibles, right? You're talking about like changing the plays and that like there was even the computer like in some of the old Madden games. Oh snap! Can y'all hear me? Oh yeah. Even the computer in some of even the computer in some of the old Madden games would have Peyton Manning being OD crazy at the line of scrimmage. So if you want to say that, okay, cool. I just think 06 was a little early. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he don't.
A little early. There are people who actually think Patrick Mahomes is a top 5 quarterback.
And they are early. They are very, very early. He is not there yet. I will let you top 5. No,
he's not.
Top 5? No.
He's not.
No, that's too early. If you want to put him top
run
10,
run his resume down.
Top 10, I'm not gonna.
No, fine. I'll put him 6 because he's gonna pass Drew Brees. He's gonna pass him.
He's gonna pass Drew Brees.
He's already a better quarterback than Drew Brees.
Honestly, he's gonna be. By the time he's done, he's gonna be number 2. We all know this. He's gonna pass Montana. He's gonna pass.
How do we know?
Who resume, Mel?
Okay, projection-wise, that's where he's going, Mel. You know what I'm saying? Projection-wise, that's where he's going. But as it states today, I'll give y'all top 10. But top 5, when these guys got the longevity behind it, and Montana and Brady got the wins behind it, let's chill a little bit. Let's chill. Let's wait. His projection is there. His projection is there. But he's not there as of today. Chill. I will allow top 10. I will allow.
I'm gonna give you 10. There is a quarterback who mirrors everything that he has done. And that quarterback is not top 5.
Who are you talking about?
There's a quarterback that started and won a Super Bowl in their second season that they started. Has one more MVP than Patrick Mahomes. Has the Super Bowl MVP.
Are you talking about
Aaron Rodgers? Of those things?
Are you talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Kurt Warner.
Oh, okay. You kind of dragged that.
No. Because you talked about
analogy here. Y'all just be listening.
Because you're talking about
analogy. I hear you.
I said it mirrored his. I said it mirrored his career.
Yes, but the difference between Mahomes, Mahomes came out the gate 5K with 50, out the gate 5.
So the greatest show on turf didn't happen. That's what you're telling me.
That's fine,
but I never said that.
No, but you're making it seem as if what Patrick Mahomes did was any different than what Kurt Warner did.
There's a quarterback play. When you watch Kurt Warner play and you watch Patrick Mahomes, it's night and day. That's why we say it's night and day.
The greatest show on turf. It was great. That's why they were called the greatest show on turf. Kurt Warner does not come close to what Patrick Mahomes.
It doesn't. It's night and day.
Year.
It's
Off the rip, that man came in 5. He could have won MVP his first year. Did he not win MVP?
He won MVP his first year.
Yeah, exactly. His first year started MVP. 5K.
Kurt Warner was packing bags at a grocery store.
I give you that.
No. Understand. At least Patrick Mahomes was on a fucking football team.
I mean, at least he was in the CFL though. He was in the Canadian Football League, doing that shit. He got picked.
So, like I said,
at least he was still playing the game of football.
Yeah, y'all saying like he didn't play at all. He went to college, took all this time off, and then just came back. I get it though. But I'm just saying, let's wait before.
No, my thing is that's all I'm saying. This is I don't believe.
I mean, he has if we talk about, if you want to say that career-wise, he has a top 5 peak already. But
you can say that, but I'm going to use a basketball example. Luka got a top 5 peak right now, in my opinion. Or at least top 10. Or at least top 10.
For position ever?
What?
For a position ever?
For point guards, I would love. I would say it's top 10 peak.
Well, I know. I said top. No, I said top 5.
You said
top 5. Top 5. The only reason I can't go Luka top 5 is because there's been so many point guards. So many point guards.
But there's been so many quarterbacks.
No, okay. I feel you, but I would argue there's been a lot more. Because obviously, you have I would say as far as quarterback play, we know what the peaks were in the older times. Those peaks were trash. We talk about Terry Bradshaw all the time.
Oh my god!
We talk about all these quarterbacks.
Terry Bradshaw in these conversations.
I'm just saying. You look at least with point guards. You look at even in the older times, there was a lot of them doing great things at that time. There wasn't a lot of quarterbacks as far as peak wise doing great things that we see now. Magic in the 80s.
Wait a minute. No. I'm glad we're here because I did want to address something with you.
What? That Kareem's a fraud?
No. The fraud thing, but the Dan Marino stuff.
Oh yeah, he's a fraud.
How is he a fraud?
Because matter of fact, I still
do you want to tag me?
No. Just real quick, I just want to say because I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, his defenses were trash a lot of them years." I personally took the liberty of myself and went through Dan Marino.
No. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Do you know his 1984 stats would have made him a top 5 quarterback just last season? His 1983 stats would have made him the second best quarterback last year.
You talk about by numbers and production, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't criticize Dan Marino for them 2 years. I don't criticize. I don't.
He threw for over 4,500 yards 7 times.
Yeah, what Dan Marino did. Hey, wait. What Dan Marino did in 1984 and even his rookie year he wasn't really that good his rookie year, but we saw it was coming. What he did his second year in the league, OD.
He threw over what 7 times?
It was 1983.
No, 4,000.
He said 4,500, but no, like I said, what Dan Marino did that year, what Dan Marino did that year was OD. But I'm going to tell you now, after his second year, 6 times, okay,
4,000 over 6 times.
Because the reason I brought it up is because a lot of people always love to complain about Dan Marino's defenses just being trash. So I decided to do some liberty, and I went and looked up all the years he had good defenses. Get good quality. Defense.
I'm not talking about his defense. Man.
Yes, because a lot of these and the years I have him here, even if you don't want to count 1998 because he was at the tail end of his career, that's fine. I'm looking at a lot of playoff performances where he sold, and I'm only going off the years he had good defenses, so that where you can't say there was an excuse about the defense because there was.
So then, where do you hold?
So there was games he played bad, but then everybody's going to be like, oh, well, his defense was trash that year. So I decided to eliminate those bad games, and I looked at the games where he played bad, where his defenses were good. I'm not saying top 20. I'm talking top 10, 11 to 12-ish range. 1990, 23 for 49, 323 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks with a 47% completion percentage. 92,
Who they play?
I'd have to bring that back up exactly because I know there was a year they played the Patriots.
This is the NBA.
And I'm not holding that Patriots loss against them, even though the defenses weren't all that. I don't hold that. There's a Patriots loss where it was oh my gosh, I'm not gonna hold that against you. I will pull it back up right now.
So okay.
But in 1992, 22 of 45, 268, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 49%. Oh, in 1990, they had the number 4 ranked defense in points allowed, number 7 in yards. 92, 11 in points allowed, 10 in yards. 1995, number 10 in points allowed, number 16 in yards, middle of the pack.
So I just want to say, so we're gonna hold. So this is the baseline standard that we're going to hold it.
I am talking about the fact that Dan Marino is revered so highly, but he was always coming up short. It's the same reason I criticize Aaron Rodgers.
What do you mean coming up short? The guy he
was underperforming in playoff games.
If you add up comebacks and game winning drives,
Are you talking about in the regular season or the playoffs?
He has 80 of them. Well, I mean, you want to go? I didn't know you guys want to go play.
Yeah, it's just playoffs. I know what he was doing. Like regular season, 5,000, 4K, 4,700, 4,400, 4,100, and there was a lot of 3,900s in there. His regular season, he was doing Dan Marino stuff. Talk about the playoffs. In 1990, so just to make sure I get it for you correctly, let's go to game logs in 1990 for Dan Marino. The divisional round that year.
We're basing this off because he lost in the playoffs.
Not because he lost, because he underperformed.
Wait, hold on.
So not because he lost, because he underperformed.
Mel, don't you shit on Aaron Rodgers, who has a
yes, I do.
You shit on Aaron Rodgers for having like underperformances, right?
But why do you shit on?
I don't call him a fraud though.
Majority of people, a lot of people don't call Aaron Rodgers a fraud.
I can't speak for most people.
I mean, that's
you can only speak for yourself.
That's right.
All I say is they call him one of the greatest quarterbacks. I don't do that.
And when they say he's the best, when they say he's the best, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying when they say he's the best quarterback in the NFL,
or he's close to it.
No,
he's close to it.
I don't think anybody comes close to Mahomes right now. But
GK really want his
answer. That's fine. He's literally two or three. No matter how you put it, you
can't name him. But okay, I mean regular season, yes. But like you said, when he's on the table, if your life was on the line, Trent, your life was on the line. They was like, yo, you need to run through the playoffs in order to save your life.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm taking Eli Manning before I take Aaron Rodgers. I've seen him do it twice. I've seen him do it twice.
No bullshit. Yeah.
Okay. That's all. That's all.
A lot of niggas in the playoffs.
My daughter broke Eli. Eli got broken.
Eli were a lot of people.
That's why he's not there. Eli and David Tyrese got broken. All right.
That's tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's all. Okay, so then we're good. So I didn't need to address the fraud situation. I'm like,
GK,
look,
answer GK's question.
What did he?
Joe Montana. Joe Montana was around that time. Yeah, Joe Montana.
Yeah.
And maybe, was Steve Young really his like time, like where Dan Marino was that guy? I don't know the exact names.
No.
So okay, so then Joe Montana. But I never said Dan Marino wasn't top 10 in his tenure. You know what I mean? I'm saying because a lot of people, Mel,
you can't call a top 5 quarterback when he was playing a fraud.
See. Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback, and I call him a fraud.
You got it.
So
he's a top 5.
Who?
He is top 5. You said right?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Like all time? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All time.
I could just
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers for me is at 5. Aaron Rodgers is at 5 for me.
Stop. Drew Brees is not better than him. Second, you can't name 5 quarterbacks better than Aaron Rodgers all time. You can't.
GK blowing.
I know I can't.
I'm
talking about Mel because I see him smiling, smirking and shit. Like I feel like, bro, you're not. No.
But nah. The thing with Dan Marino, like I never said in his time, I would rather have 10 quarterbacks over him. But in overall, there's at least 5 to 6. I'm taking.
Here's the thing. This is why, that's why, me, G baby, we always like somebody because we always bring them probably the 2 people that we always bring up in this shit. Warren Moon and Dan Marino. People always try to use wins and losses in certain situations, but then have personal biases like Warren Moon or say Dan Marino and they're top 5 quarterbacks and they ain't win shit.
No. I never said he was top 5 quarterback.
I'm just saying that's why the Dan Marino shit got brought up in the Warren Moon because people will use wins and losses and say shit or they will shit on Aaron Rodgers for he only has 1 Super Bowl ring in this era, but they will praise the fuck out of Darren and Warren Moon even though he got hold out of the situation that he missed 8 years.
He got jerked. He missed. Yeah, I was gonna say his situation is a little different.
17 years. He's had one of the biggest choke jobs in the league, choke jobs ever. He wasn't that very he threw a lot of passes.
And then people assume if he would have came in off the rip, he would have won. And I'm like, I'm not so sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you've seen the TikTok. My pop said he thought he was a way better quarterback than Dan Marino. I think they could have been very close coming out if he came off the rip in the league. I think we would view him differently. I just don't like how people use the wins and losses or shit on Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees for only winning 1 ring and underperforming. But you can go look at
my biggest beef with the Aaron Rodgers stuff is that it's hard for me to give you a pass when your team is going 12-4 14-2
consistently. I think they've been 13-3 for the past like 4 years.
Mm-hmm. And then you lose a home playoff game in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's my only issue. Like, bro, like if you lose in the NFC Championship game, I'm not gonna be mad at you.
And even when they lost to Brady, I didn't hold that against Aaron Rodgers. I was like, nah, like why is Matt LaFleur not going for it on 4th down? And I think Alan Lazard missed a touchdown or something. Like, I'm not holding that one. I never hold that one against. And even the one where Raheem Mostert went off, or was it Raheem Mostert or something?
Yeah, he went like 230.
Went stupid, like 230. Like, that's not on you. It's just my problem with Aaron Rodgers. He asked for the defense. He asked for the home playoff games. He got it, and then didn't do nothing with it. And this is the 3rd time, I believe, 3rd or 4th time where it's like, bro, like you got what you wanted.
100% Warlock. And
then you didn't do what you needed to do.
Like last year, like he threw for all those yards and all those TDs to get in the playoff game and do none of that.
I see it.
Yo, Troy, highlight that question for me.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Which one?
What Clutch said. No. What Clutch said. The most recent one.
Is Breeze a pro?
100%.
I'm assuming that question is directed at me, so I can.
No, 100%, Clutch.
I really feel like they're in the same realm as that. Like Drew Brees is like he don't.
He just
doesn't get
way
shit
less. He had way less underperformances than Aaron Rodgers did. Now, if you
right,
want to say, but if you want to say he's a fraud because they won 1 ring and then didn't win anything after that, it's the same thing as Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I'm not gonna really waste my breath on that. But we're not gonna sit here and act like, at least for me, other than the year we played Legion of Boom, where they just strapped us up, and the second time we played Minnesota, so not Minnesota Miracle, but the one after. Other than those 2 times, I've never looked at Drew Brees and been like, you're the reason we lost. Even the Legion of Boom one, like, we were playing Legion of Boom, so I never expected an offensive shootout. You know what I mean? Like, I never, because Legion of Boom was OD that year. So like that's the year they won. So, like, I never expected us to do anything with that team. Now, the second time we played Minnesota, yes, the defense sold at the end, but nah, Drew Brees, you should have been better. There should have been no reason we weren't overtime with that.
Warlock want to answer
because they have to came back.
Pick a side, bro.
What? I said he's not. I already said he's not. I said to me he's not.
So I guess with Warlock,
because he had way less under. He had way less. He had. How do I freaking word this sentence? Aaron Rodgers had more underperformances than Drew Brees.
How many?
But everybody freaking praises. Like Drew Brees wasn't getting a lot of love like that.
How many more?
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking just so G baby. Because you the Saints fan. All the times that Drew Brees threw for mad yards and they missed the playoffs, they were all ranked on bottom of the defense, like every single one. A lot of them. I think they're like if you want to talk about before that period between 2006 and 2010. I know we missed the playoffs after 2006 like twice. I don't know what our defenses were that year. I'm not gonna lie to you,
but in the 2010s. But in the 2010s, our defenses were trash.
Because I didn't see Aaron Rodgers make the playoffs. When they went 15-1, we caught the
yes, I know. We know they were ranked 32nd defense. But like, I get it. That happened one time.
I've been seeing, but there's years though. Like Drew Brees has thrown for 5K. They went 8-8, and their defense was like 23rd, and they had no more offense in the league.
23rd, Trent.
I'm just saying.
23rd is 23rd a good defense now?
No, I'm not saying that. But I've seen Aaron Rodgers
at
least go 15-1 with a defense who's last.
Yes, he went 15-1 that year with the worst defense and yards allowed. I get you. I remember.
I will give. But like, I'm gonna add a little asterisk on that. The Packers playing a way worse division.
Are we dead ass right now? Nah, no funny shit. We dead ass. Come on, that can't be the asterisk though.
You got to play the Lions twice, the Bears twice.
The Bears was actually they did not play the Bears in the conference championship.
But okay, but okay, wait.
We can't put
an wait. That was like the one good year for the Bears. That was like the one good year for the Bears that decade. With that decade, in that decade, that was like the one
best year. And that was, you can argue that or 2020,
bro.
I'm just saying, though, like,
no, but because I'm not with him on that argument because the NFC South wasn't great either. The NFC South wasn't great either. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm not using that argument. So don't get me wrong, I'm not using that argument. But Like,
I would.
Come on, man. We're not gonna argue that. Like the Vikings, what?
Like Warnock said, we didn't see Mahomes win MVP and go to a conference championship with a 24.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So if you go for
I'm not
5K,
arguing Mahomes.
why the fuck you go?
I'm not arguing.
I'm not.
Okay, Mahomes is never my argument. I've told you Mahomes is
Breeze though.
Yeah, Drew Brees.
Hey, Trent,
you act like it's easy. You act like it's easy to just.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's not easy to just. It's y'all act like it's easy to just have a bottom ranked defense and just make the playoffs. And also, too, what I would like to know in that year where he threw for 5K in the defense or whatever year you said, Trent, I want to know who else made the playoffs. And I want to know what those, at least in the NFC, and what those defenses were ranked. Like, there's a reason our defenses were giving up hella points.
I think what Trent's trying to say is that's a lot of yards to only win 8 games.
Because we were always behind. Like, if you want, like, that we were always having to play catch up in the game.
You can bring up other multiple QB situations who've done the same shit.
That's okay. Okay. The other two people you're talking, I don't know. No, like, those are the okay. You mentioned Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers, who y'all say is better than Drew Brees, and Mahomes, who's about to be projection-wise top 2. Some people in this chat saying he already is top 5. He already has a top 5 peak. You're bringing up like it's
no
Trent. Honestly, it's like saying your run defense is bad because Jonathan Taylor and Derek. It's like saying, "Oh, I don't like your run defense because Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry went off on you." So it's the same type of argument to me.
So what about Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson threw for 5K.
No, I've seen him go off when he's made the playoffs multiple times a week with like not good defenses. Though. Have we not? After Legion of Boom, like after that whole
Legion of Boom,
yes,
they made the playoffs. Yeah. What? How many times?
A lot of. I could have sworn they made.
You okay? Not after Legion of Boom lost because Sherman was still there. When did everybody leave? Is what I want to know.
I think
Sherman
last year
we left like 2019, but Sherman was already kind of washed because he kept getting hurt.
But Earl Thomas, when did he leave? When did Cam Chancellor leave? There was people. They might not have been the same vaunted guys, but they still had quality.
All right, so the Carolina, just in your division that year, you said 08, right, Trent?
Yeah, 2008 with the Saints.
Carolina 12-4, Falcons 11-5, Tampa Bay 9-7.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. 08, I can't tell you what our team looked like that year.
Yeah, like Reggie Bush, Marquise Colston that year.
I'm talking about defensive wise. I don't like. I'm gonna say maybe Jonathan Vilma.
I think it was the same.
Maybe Scott Vegeta.
It's the same defense next year after y'all won the Super Bowl.
I don't know that off the top of my head. I don't.
Like let me look at it right now. I can look at the defense. I see Jonathan Vilma, Roman Harper, Darren Sharper, Malcolm Jenkins, J.C. Porter. It's Jabari Grill, Will Smith. It's basically the same defense y'all had.
Okay.
Basically the same defense y'all had the year before.
We had the same DC as well.
McClay.
Greg Williams was there in 08?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you; these kind of sound like excuses for Drew Brees.
So wait, so when was?
I said right now. I said.
So
right
when
now,
was Bountygate though?
If you want
to, Bountygate was the
that's right. Well, I hold him accountable.
Okay, bet. Yeah, because I was gonna say if this was after Bountygate, then maybe we might have to give him that leeway. But if pre Bountygate, I don't know, man.
If you want to say between 06, that period between, because we made the playoffs in 06, lost to the Bears in the NFC Chip. In 07 and 08, I don't know what our team did. If you want to say they had bad seasons and should have did better, cool. Because in 09, they won the chip. So clearly they had a roster good enough to do it. So
but the weird thing is,
I said I'm not 07, 08.
For sure.
Ooh, I give you
that. Like the next year, the defense was the rank.
He's a fraud.
The defense was the rank is damn near around the same.
Fuck that dude.
So I'm saying like Drew Brees had gotten to play better. He would probably play better. That's what I'm saying.
Fraud. If Aaron's
you think that was Drew Brees' best season?
No, I'm not saying his best season. He probably would have played. He probably would have played. He probably looked better than he did the year before.
Yeah, he could have had less yards and had a better season.
That's my thing. So I'm saying,
okay, but I told you the years we had bottom ranked defenses, we kept having to play from behind. So naturally he's gonna have to throw a lot more because we kept having to play catch up. A lot of them games we would not have a lead. We kept having to play catch up.
Sometimes playing catch up is not a defensive problem. It is an offensive problem.
How is it an offensive problem if our defense
you can't score?
Always giving up
to the offense.
If the defense is always giving up hella touchdowns.
I mean, if you want
it can't stop a nose.
He said sometimes
why are we acting like the Saints defenses weren't dog shit?
Sometimes it could be the offense. You said how. The how would be that the offense can't get the ball moving and they keep giving the ball back to the other teams.
If you're going,
it's hot.
Or you can make a drive, and you just don't convert and get it and take 3 points. Like that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Dallas Cowboys syndrome.
Where their drives for Drew Brees, where there are drives where the Saints offense turned the ball over, yes. Were there drives where they didn't score? Yes. Were there drives where they had to settle? Yes. Everybody has those drives. But if you have a top-ranked defense, you can get away with that a lot more.
Here's my
because
question.
they're more likely
Here's
to
my
get
next
more
question.
stops.
Do you think
it sounds like that's the Saints' problem to me.
But do you think there were times, probably all the times, that you think that maybe they had a bad defense, but Drew Brees could have won you them games still because you're Drew Brees?
I'd have to go look back in specific games. Like I don't know all them games off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there's been times where I'm pretty sure there have been times where we had a chance. I'm not going to say every single game. I'm not going to say every single game in them years Drew Brees never had a chance to win. I'm never going to say that. I'm pretty sure there was. But that happens a lot. The bottom-ranked defenses now have been in games before. The Lions have the worst defense. The Lions right now are on pace for the worst defense in NFL history. And they still had opportunities to be higher. They're 1-4 right now. They could easily be 3-2.
I'm just saying.
So yes, of course that happened.
We just seen QBs make the playoffs with bad defenses. So I'm saying, like, low key, if you call Aaron Rodgers a fraud, Drew Brees might have to be in that conversation.
That's not my reason for Aaron Rodgers being
I know that. I know it's not your reason.
So then why? So then
I'm
that's
just saying,
not the basis of what I'm
I know some of your reason, but you can hold that same shit to Drew Brees though. Drew Brees.
I talk about Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
You can talk about Drew Brees in the playoffs.
I literally gave you the overtime loss to Minnesota. Even though you didn't play, bro, look at the playoff performances. The year against the 49ers when Vernon Davis scored that last drive touchdown. Look at what Drew Brees did that game. I'm almost positive it was OD. I'm almost positive that's the game. He went OD.
Troy got like one comment. He said a lot of excuses. If Derek Carr can make
y'all just trolling at that point. I'm not.
He said if Derek Carr can make
like I know we're trying to. I know we're trying to do.
I was gonna say that's not really a good comparison, though.
Just hear
I know we're trying to do
that's not really a good comparison.
I'm a Saints fan, and that's where we're focusing on the negative of the Saints right now. But Trent, we're not gonna act like having a bottom ranked defense, bro. Like, yes, Aaron Rodgers did it. They went 15-1. That is an anomaly. I'll give Aaron Rodgers that. That is an anomaly, and you did it. You lost one game, giving up the most yards allowed. And I think they were only like 19th in points. So, like, either way, like, you gave up a lot of points and you gave up a lot of yards. That is an anomaly. I give you that, Aaron Rodgers. I didn't know that. That's great. But we're not going to act like people just make the playoffs all willy-nilly with bottom-ranked defense.
Nah, hell no. I'm not. That's
okay, then. So them 7 and 9 years, they were worst in the league. So they was like 32, 31, 30.
No, that was like in the 2010s. Yeah, I'll give you the ones in 2020.
Yeah, no, I told you in 07 and 08 when we missed the playoffs that year, I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I have not looked back on it. So if you want to say Drew Brees should have been better, I will get with you on that. But in the 2010s, I'm not hearing that.
Even like this, like other years, 2016 made the playoffs with like 23rd ranked defenses. Like shit can happen.
Who?
Packers. Aaron Rodgers.
What did we do in 2016?
Aaron Rodgers is
what was our defense ranked to 2016?
That motherfucker on his back.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what was our defense ranked to 2016?
Aaron Rodgers definitely.
That was the year. That was the year right before.
Win games for the team that they shouldn't be winning.
That's like y'all was the year. 2016.
Yeah, that was the year right before Lattimore, Kamara, Ramsey.
Yeah, y'all defense was ass.
Even Peyton Manning got a Super Bowl when he wasn't supposed to get that motherfucker.
Off the strength of his defense.
Off his neck.
Off the strength of his defense.
Off his neck.
So like, yeah.
Like I said, 07 and 08, I'll give y'all that.
Man, couldn't even throw a football, still kept the team afloat.
Like, he got benched for freaking Trevor Simmons.
And they brought him back. They brought him back in. Don't add contact.
We have to pay shit, baby.
He was playing so bad they had to bench him.
I think my point is like when
they brought him back, and what he do carried him the rest of the way, right? And then
I think my main point was like I don't like what Aaron.
Don't act like Brock was just in there taking up all the space. He wasn't.
Brock Osweiler. I said Trevor.
I just think that like
Brock was in there.
The last thing before we can move on is that when I hear like the Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees talk, I just feel like Aaron Rodgers always gets shitted on, but it's like nobody. It only feels like nobody holds Drew Brees accountable.
And I would disagree slightly because I know as a Saints fan, all I've ever heard was Drew Brees never gets it done. He won that one thing and never got it done. Even with the bottom defenses in the 2010s. Oh, Drew Brees should have did better. That's all I ever hear. So I think
Aaron Rodgers right here with no wide
it's Aaron Rodgers. I feel like doesn't get I feel like Aaron Rodgers as of now. Wait, Trent. I feel like as of now, especially after last year's playoff game. No, after last year's playoff game, more people are starting to hate on Aaron Rodgers. I didn't hear no Aaron Rodgers slander in 2019. 28. I wasn't hearing that at all.
You don't have to hear it. 2019.
No, nobody was criticizing.
Because
nobody was shitting on
Aaron 2019, Raheem Mostert almost went for 250. Who gonna you can't stop that. It's time of possession. You gotta stop. Bro, Aaron Rodgers couldn't do shit.
Are you talking about the?
I mean, you said 2019. That's when they.
No, I was talking about the year. I'm talking about the years as a whole, not the playoff games. I'm saying I'm saying Aaron Rodgers wasn't getting shit on. Honestly,
look out his worst games. His one score in the whole they lost. He played.
No, Trent, check for me the Patriots defense when they went 16-0 or the 16.
The Patriots when they was on what's the name? Number 1 in the league.
The defense?
It was top 2. I think for sure.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue between Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, with the slander stuff, my personal opinion is because I don't think nobody views Drew Brees in the same category as Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, me personally, I think Aaron Rodgers is I think it should be common knowledge that he's just better than him and we should move on. But there people have to have that conversation.
Because I think people expect more from Aaron Rodgers than they do Drew Brees.
And that's fine if they
that's because Aaron Rodgers has shown the people
and it's got
that believe that he can literally take a team where his wide receivers can't get no separation and still get that team to a playoffs. He has shown you that. He has shown you when his guys get injured, he can use the next guy up and get to where he needs to get. When Jody Nelson was going down, when Cobb and them was going down, even when he lost it, Cobb came back, and for some reason, Cobb keep being this guy. Is it Cobb or is it Julius? Which one is it? It's one of the guys. That he sticks around for Aaron. He sticks around for him because he knows that guy will get you there.
Yo, Warnock is on Drew Brees, bro. He said he lost 7 one-score games in 2016. Damn.
Goodness gracious. I think the difference is the DBs between the years. If we're going to talk about 07, 08, or 08, because you add Jabari Greer, Tracy Porter, Darren Sharper, you boasted the DB, the DB backfield. So that coming from Randall Gage, Jason David, Kevin, I don't even know how to say his last name, where they went 8-8, and then the next year win the playoff, when you win the Super Bowl, it's the DB play was different. I feel like that's what really helped you guys in that sense. Not to mention Will Smith had 13 sacks, but that's.
You talking about against Peyton?
No, just in general that whole season.
Oh, I was about to say, you talking about when Peyton just gave it away, threw it to the guy?
He did throw it to Tracy Porter, so take it. It was a good thing.
You take it to the house for me.
It was after the hurricane. They had to give
the hell yeah.
The hurricane happened in 2006, and we lost the NFC Championship. I don't want to hear the hurricane because it happened.
Yeah, they still had to get back for y'all.
They had 3 years. That happened 3 years before.
What happened?
I don't want to hear
nothing. What happened in those 3 years?
We lost in the NFC Championship.
Right,
you haven't got to a point where they could celebrate, won the Super Bowl.
Right, you haven't got to a point where they could celebrate.
That's a nasty context.
When you got there, I'm talking about in football. Your team wasn't doing it. They was getting to the playoffs and they lose, bro. That's just what
don't worry about it.
So you said in 2009 that the whole league was like, okay, New Orleans, you can
at that point. Okay. At that point, New Orleans were Asian. All right, they were pushing the agenda.
Okay.
They were sleeping in the Superdome. They was like, come on.
And also too, just last point on it, talking about when their receivers couldn't get separation and all that. Hey, Marcus Colston was the best one he had until he got Jimmy Graham and stuff. But don't talk to me about Robert Meacham and Devery Henderson like these were some world beaters, man. I don't want to hear that.
I was talking about those guys not getting separation. That means that they could play man. When
them Saints receivers weren't getting no separation.
Exactly.
When the defense could come in and be like,
Marcus Colston was like, I'm just bigger than everybody.
Lance Moore is nice too. Okay.
Aaron is that guy. No matter how you spin it, he doesn't win. He does not win in the biggest moments, but he's a winner.
Better than Drew Brees.
He's a winner. Yeah, 100% better than Drew Brees. He's not better than Eli, though, but he's better than Drew Brees. Oh yeah, so let's get it. G baby, guess what?
What's up?
You're hosting the show today, baby.
Oh, bet. Oh, okay. Bet. All right. Well then,
I hope you got the doc in front of you.
I do now. I was getting there. So
your show.
I bet. So talking about week 5, I think we have to get into immediately, arguably the biggest story coming out of the weekend. You know, it was Monday Night Football. Davante Adams, frustrated obviously because that 4th down call. First of all, no, let's just talk about the game first before we get into Davante. What are the Raiders' problem? Like, oh my God,
David Carr was out there again.
No, I'm not. David Carr. Derek Carr. No, this game was on Derek Carr.
This game,
look, we seen a Derek Carr showing you on Monday. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, we seen Derek that day.
This game was solely on the ass of Davante Adams. First, all right, the last 2 plays is why we did not win this game.
Duh.
As you're going to be the number 1 wide receiver, quote unquote, the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL ranking wise. You're supposed to make that catch on the sideline. Period.
Hey, everybody drops balls.
Did he not make it?
No.
Did he not make the catch though?
No, he did not. That's why we had to do it over.
Yeah, they called it. You gotta get your feet in bounds, bro. You gotta get your feet in bounds.
Oh, we want to blame him for that?
No. If we're gonna say he's the best wide receiver in the league or a top 2, top 3, then those are the plays that he needs to make.
Perfect. So he's got to be perfect.
Then
I'm saying he made the catch. That's all I'm saying.
No, he didn't. You can't bob. That shit's got to be clean. Second, the last play when him and fucking Hunter Renfrow smacked into each other, that was his fault. He got pressed on the line like a bitch. Like he rolled him inside. I've never seen him get manhandled like that.
No, it's because their defense ranked number 32 in the league.
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about the cornerback. I'm talking about the cornerback matchup with Davante. That's how that whole play got blown up because he got pushed inside.
But we're gonna blame them last 2 plays.
Yes, I'm blaming him on Davante Adams.
We're just blaming the game period on wide receiver.
Because he catches the pass on the sideline to kick the field goal possibly, and then they win the game.
Why not kick the field goal by the game?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? If they would have went for the PAT, hey, guess what? They would have went to overtime in the game.
And wait, in that PAT, Davante Adams opened the RPO. Why Derek Carr didn't throw the ball?
He was open the RPO.
So why don't just put that shit on Davante Adams when
even with all of that happening, the defense got to stop and they were driving. You still got to make that catch on the side.
That changes the whole game, though.
It does.
But we're past that already.
If Derek Carr throws the ball to Davante, they don't have to worry about it. They can just run the ball with Josh Jacobs, who, mind you, went 21 for 154.
Going stupid. So I'm saying,
even with all of that even with Derek Carr not throwing him the ball in a 2-point conversion, with all of that being said, you had the ball on the last drive. That catch on the sidelines, you should have made it. Period.
I thought he caught the ball, but okay, that's fine.
No, he caught it, but you can't juggle it. You got to make sure you secure it and get your feet in.
Okay. So are we not gonna call out Josh McDaniels for his questionable play call, not only in the red zone but in short yardage situations?
We are past all of that because
we can't be.
I don't understand this shit, man.
He smoked it twice, like quite literally smoked it 2 times.
Because at the end of the game, they still had the ball.
2 men on until 52.
Okay, Mel.
Mel, let me put a situation for you. They go for 2. They don't get it, right? It's 30 to 29. Wait. I'm asking you, if the Chiefs go down and score a touchdown, and now they're up by 8. So not only do the Raiders have to go score a touchdown,
you're giving me ifs. You're giving me ifs and not what happened. I don't care about the ifs.
Okay, so
with everything that happened,
what happened is Josh McDaniels decided to have Josh McDaniels decided to go for 2 because he didn't believe in his defense. That's honestly what it was. He didn't believe in his defense.
Right, but what did the defense do? Did the defense give you exactly what you needed?
No, they gave up 17.
They gave up. No, they gave up. He's talking about after
like
no. What are y'all talking about?
No,
did they stop the Chiefs? Did they stop the Chiefs? Did they stop the Chiefs on that last drive?
Chiefs on the last drive.
Okay, so they got the ball back.
Yes, they did. Yes,
and
okay.
What happened after that?
And they're down 1 driving, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With everything that happened, you still have the ball down 1, correct?
Yes.
And if Devontae Adams completes the catch on the sideline, do you have an opportunity to kick the field goal?
But why not run the ball? That's the point.
Stop talking and answer the question. Do you have the opportunity?
Why you make it seem like it's so black and white though? Like other shit
exactly, that's my point. It's not just so black and white like that.
Mel. But you're saying, but like you're also saying, hey, Devontae Adams make that catch, they could still lose. I said opportunity. I did not say they would win. I said, do you have the opportunity to kick the field goal? Yes, they do.
Okay, then. Hey. So we can say if he makes that catch, they're in field goal.
If Josh McDaniels runs the ball, so if that's the field goal and win the game.
If that's the case, Mel, let me ask you. So Mel, let me ask you one quick question. So
yeah, we got
anytime
bumping heads
in any one possession game. Is it the player who does it like at the end, like so in this case Devontae, because he juggled it, I guess, or whatever. I don't remember the catch exactly, but he juggled it. So because he didn't do that and he failed on the last like throw attempt, right? Because in any one possession games,
because all of the other stuff didn't matter because you still got the opportunity right now.
They were lucky to get the opportunity right there.
I don't. There's luck in everything.
Wait, hold on. Can y'all remind me something real quick? After Devontae Adams catch, what happened in the next play? Was the game over after that?
I can go to it.
No, but no. I think the next play was the Hunter Renfro. Was the
Genuine question. Just remind me.
I
don't know how much it is. Like I knew the catch didn't, but I'm not finna just solely blame the whole game on Tay Adams. I'm not doing
it. No. Were there bad decisions made throughout the game? 100%. But my point is, with all of that happening, you still had the opportunity at that moment to correct all of it.
Like, weren't y'all
wait.
Weren't y'all up like 17-3 before they came?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Why I couldn't manage the game? Like, we can't. I'm just saying, there's multiple factors.
All
this stuff
happened.
All this stuff happened.
In that last drive, you had 9 plays and 3 plays was incomplete passes by David Carr.
I'm just saying,
And 2 of them were Devontae Adams dropping a ball out of bounds and then slamming into Hunter Renfro.
So Mel, I have a question for you. And I'm not trying to say this facetiously. It's a genuine question. Because I know you played at the highest level. If you have a 3rd and 1 and your running back is going 21 for 154, you don't run the ball on 3rd and 4 or 4th and 1?
Were there bad play calls throughout the game?
No, this is
bad play calls.
That's specifically that last drive.
Was there bad play calls in the last 9 plays?
Because
they had no time. They had no timeouts.
No, but listen though.
So bad play calling with no timeouts is okay.
Okay, but even then,
what are you getting paid millions of dollars for?
Even with
you don't run it. So you're gonna run a dive with 34 seconds left in the game?
You can do a short run game. You can do anything to get you. But if I have a running back that's been churning,
how many times I'm giving you the time. And the fucking field goal just
and
out there.
They had 50.
They weren't close enough. They weren't close enough to get the field goal at that moment.
But Mel, they had 51 seconds. Get the first down. If you just run it real quick, you could spike the ball right after and still have plenty of time to get in the field goal range. We've seen teams do it plenty of times.
Not like I said. Were there bad calls by the offense? Yes. I didn't say that there wasn't. But what I'm saying is he still didn't make it.
Okay, we get that they could.
With all of that being said, he didn't make the play. There was nobody around him, bro. You make the catch and get out of bounds.
Correction. In the last 9 plays, Derek Carr had 4 incomplete passes, including the pass that the refs overturned.
Okay, so we get that the Devontae Adams shit happened. We get the last 2 plays. We know that all that should have happened at the end.
JT.
I just say like there's still multiple factors that you still have to talk about. It's not just that. I just think it can't be
one bad drive when he had 3 catches for 124 and 2 touchdowns. One bad drive. I'm not saying this is your fault, bro. I'm not doing that.
Because anything, he's the reason why they was in the game.
No.
Facts.
And
Josh Jacobs.
Wait, you said he had 3 catch-ups? He had 3 catch-ups for 109 yards?
Oh, he had 3 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns.
124 yards with 3 catch-ups? Oh, that's crazy.
And he would have had 4 catches for 140 something if he just would have made the catch on the side.
Oh, okay. So what he did wasn't good enough. We got you.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I'm looking at it right now. To me,
what David Carr did was good enough.
I'm not talking about David Carr. I'm talking about Devontae Adams.
But why is it just Devontae?
Why are you putting the blame only on
I got Mel to say
because they brought him there to make those plays.
Okay, but not everybody perfect. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Like not everybody just going to
Mel, can I ask you a question? Mel, can I ask you a question?
Not everybody going to be
Mel, hold on.
Like, it's not going to be that black and white though.
Hold on. Mel, can I ask you a question? Has Justin Jefferson bobbled the ball, stepped out of bounds on a toe tap?
I'm not talking about Justin Jefferson.
Has he done it? Yes or no? Just yes
Basically,
or no.
even the best
every wide receiver in the league has bobbled a pass.
Even right now, even the same team in
Calvin Johnson rule.
Own division, Russell Wilson. They brought him in, franchise Q. Like, bro, everybody has fuck ups. But we're not finna just blame.
You heard what Cam Newton said.
Blaming the whole loss on Devontae is so crazy.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
Blaming the last 2 plays on an entire game on first that was up 17-3. There was multiple chances y'all could have won the game. You're not finna just blame it on just 2 plays. You can't. It can't be that.
Not to mention,
that black and white.
That was a horrible ball by Derek Carr, bro. Like, let's keep it a beam. That was just Devontae's wide. I'm watching it right now. He's wide open. That's a pitch and catch, bro. That's a horrible fucking ball. Like.
So
why even have it? I'm not saying the game, but I'm just saying if you're gonna blame the catch, bro, like blame the throw too, because that wasn't a good throw. He was wide open. Pitch and catch, bro. Easy dunk, first down. Like you have to absorb blame in all aspects of the game, bro. Like he didn't throw no perfect ass ball. And shoot, oh damn, my bobble didn't. No, like that was a high ass ball over his shoulder. All he had to do was literally dump it off to him. Justin Fields just missed a freaking throw just like that yesterday. Like quarterbacks make bad throws. That was a bad throw. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
I just can't. Yeah, that's
like that was a bad throw. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
The 2 point.
So like you can't just put it on one person when that wasn't a good throw either. Like
the defense was trash in the second half.
Defense was absolutely horrible.
I bring them back to 2-point conversion and change the whole game. If you just
not to mention
Devontae Adams runs the slam. He's wide open.
I was thinking time management. Hey, hold on, Mel. JT Dunn said. Why are you just blaming Adams? The 2-point conversion play call was bad. Defense was ass in the second half, and they honestly could have had better time management and play calling in the final drive.
Because what was the final play on a 4th and 1 when you just need a first down?
You got the ball.
They trying to run. It was 4th and 1.
Nah. I didn't even notice it was a 4th and 1. Hell no.
I'm watching it right now. I'm watching it right now. It was 4th and 1, bro, with 43 seconds left.
And the play they
like 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Shit.
It was 4th and 1.
They did the Russell Wilson.
The play they overturned on Devontae Adams. 3rd and 1.
Oh, hold on. So you mean to tell me these 2 plays
you didn't run the ball.
1 yard, and you had a running back that almost won
I'm with you, baby. Pete Carroll got the same thing Pete Carroll got. We got to give to your coach.
Come on, bro.
He got 100 and something yards. You got to run that guy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's absolutely insane, bro. That's absolutely
insane. Devontae's fault. That's why.
I thought it was like 4th because I couldn't watch the game at the end. You couldn't. It's 1 yard in 2 possessions
because the last completed play they had. Hunter Renfrow for 9 yards, and they couldn't get 2 more yards after that. I get the other one was overturned. Cool, like you said, Moolidge, it was a bad ball, and at 4th and 1, you just need a first down. That defense has not been able to stop the run.
And
he averaged what's 21 divided by 154? Like real quick, he was averaging 7 yards a carry.
The last 4 plays of that drive was throws. And it started.
Like I get it, it's a 2-minute drill, but 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Like you can't get 1 yard. You can't run
the only reason why I say this, bro, is because he's done this multiple times, bro. Josh McDaniels has done this multiple fucking times, bro. And it's like
since I know
and
now
they went 36 yards.
Only to get 1 yard. I'm blaming even more on Josh McDaniels.
39
yards.
You
have a running back. We know you have the best receiver in the league.
They have 2 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock. They did 9 plays for 39 yards and 148 for 1 minute and 48 seconds. So that's not time management included with Devontae bobbling the ball, included with Derek Carr's back throws, included with the coach not calling run plays when you're 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 down there. And I get it, no timeouts. You're right. They got no timeouts, but you can definitely it's a quick run, get down, and then get back, and we spike the ball. We at least got something to try something. You got to give yourself a chance, and I don't feel like that's giving yourself a chance when you need 1 more yard. You don't do a quick run, let your guys know to get up, get back to the line. I know it don't always happen that way, but that's a smarter decision than throwing it the last 4 times when you have a running back going off. Who knows if Josh Jacobs doesn't bust a hole and go into the end zone for a touchdown? You guys win the game.
They got the ball with like 2 minutes.
I know you don't want what
right before the 2-minute warning.
What happened is the rating.
And honestly, if he was a smart coach, I would have ran the ball. You want to know why? Because I seen what Mahomes could do in 13 seconds. I'm making sure ain't no time on that clock when I'm kicking this field goal.
Yep.
0. I seen this man on the biggest stage get them in a position to keep the game alive in 13 seconds with with like 2 timeouts or whatever. But still,
I didn't even know that it was 1 yard. And y'all just told me that, and you trying to blame us on Devontae Adams is so crazy. That's too crazy.
Mel Mooley should be back.
That's too crazy.
But yeah, GB, carry on. Right. But the other thing about Devontae Adams, GB.
Oh, yeah. So obviously after the game, he's frustrated. He missed the catch, tripped over. There's little mixed feelings about this, but he is now facing assault charges because on his way leaving the stadium,
they got dismissed.
No, I think he's still facing. He shoved the cameraman down on the ground as he did. He did. In fairness, he did. I've seen the video from multiple angles.
He pushed the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, that is right. They didn't get dismissed. The assault charges got lowered to like a misdemeanor assault or something like that. But
dude, the cameraman's a sucker. I mean, come on, bro. Why are you gonna walk in the tunnel
front
of him?
The tunnel where players go in at the game's over.
Okay, so they just lost. So that's what
I want to say this. Hold on, G. Before I want to say this. I don't think this is going to be good because how many players run into a cameraman all the time? That's still assault. Like if I'm running into you, my body, my force, because
they're gonna. It wasn't intentional.
No, I mean you can say it's not intentional, but if he caused you bodily harm, that's still a lawsuit that you can file.
Mm-hmm. No, because when you're on the sidelines or in the end zone, you're part of the field. So if a dude,
because I don't want that precedent because now cameramen start getting everybody way to get a bag.
No. This was just this was bad place. This was him trying to get like the photo or him getting like.
And that's what I wanted to bring up because I rewatched the video. I rewatched the video, and because that's what I heard. He was trying to get a picture. When I rewatched that video on every angle, it genuinely looked like even GK, even though that's kind of extra, even what GK saying has a little bit more like truth to it because it looks like that man is just walking straight and Devontae's coming this way. And because my thing is, the cameraman could have stopped and let him pass first. I've been walking in a straight tunnel vision. No, I'm saying Devontae, all right, you bump into him. Oh, my bad. You frustrated. You have tunnel vision. Cameraman looked like he had tunnel vision trying to get to the other side. If you bump into each other, all you have to do, or you could have did a step around, but he came in and the first instinct for Devontae to do was shove. I'm sorry. Yeah. When I'm walking in tunnel vision, my first instinct is not to shove somebody who walks in front of me, whether they were looking or not. Whether I felt like they should have been in front of me or not, or like they would have just paid attention, they would have ran into me. I'm sorry. It's not my first instinct. If that's the case, I'm shoving everybody I see at Texas State. With how many people walk in front of me when I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm sorry. I get he was highly emotional. He just lost. But you get paid millions. You are a professional athlete. You need to be able to keep those emotions in check. You are a grown-ass man.
No, see, I don't.
You should be able to keep your emotions in check. The cameraman was not trying to get into him and get physical with him. He was not trying to cause problems. There's no. Don't get me wrong. It's suing for the money. It's suing for money. Wrong. Like morally, it's wrong. When I do it to get a bag, hey.
So would it be different, G-Baby? Would it be different if Davante Adams was running back through the tunnel and he pushed him still the same way?
Does it
make it worse because he was walking? He had a chance to stop himself to let the cameraman.
I say they both had a chance to stop, like because both of them weren't looking in the video. In the angles I watched, not either of them were looking. So that easily could have been like, "Oh, whoops, my bad," and kept it moving. But the second Davante saw him,
he pushed the motherfucker on purpose. But this is my thing is, I hate when people say,
"Don't run in front of me, nigga. You know who I am?"
Because he's an athlete and he gets paid X amount of money that he has to act a certain way. But you just got him. He just came off the field playing the most aggressive game we have.
That doesn't give
emotions are high. Emotions are high.
Doesn't give him an excuse to shove him though. I'm never gonna get.
No.
Listen, across the tunnel while players is going in it because
I don't. But none of
that shit happens.
That's my second part.
There, while players are going in, it doesn't happen. What happens when players are running out trying to rip the banner and somebody walk past it and they get ran over? They can't just be like, I'm suing you for assault.
In the videos, it genuinely looked like he was just trying to get to the other side to catch other people. He wasn't even trying to.
100 have waited to the players.
There was no reason for him.
I can get with you on that. I'm with you on that because I said they both weren't looking. The cameraman would just pick his head up. He probably would have stopped because they both weren't looking. But even with all that, Davante still, you could have, even if you bumped into him, he full-fledged shoved him. It was an instant reaction. Why is it an instant reaction for you to shove somebody?
It don't look like his arms extended.
Because he got all of them.
Didn't go like this. I didn't see his arms go like this. It looked like he went like that.
He got them. He got all of them. My thing is, I firmly believe this is the football player part of me.
He said Davante has the right of way.
No, that's what I was about to say. Like, don't walk in front of these mother. Because my thing is this: if that was, who's the defensive end on the Raiders? Chandler. If that was Chandler Jones, you think he's walking in front of Chandler Jones?
See. Okay, the way you say that, it makes it think like he was intentionally trying to walk.
Because
trying to get to the other side, that is intentional. That is intentional.
No. I mean, like he would because I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, he was trying to get a picture of Davante or do the paparazzi thing where he gets a picture of him dejected, and that's what caught him lacking.
He probably think that is. He thought the other angle, being on the other side of the tunnel would have been better because he saw where Davante was and he tried to get over there quick enough to get a picture. We see paparazzi and photographers do that all the time to get better angles. They will run places or try to get to a place before guys get there so they can set up and be ready for the shot that they're looking for. So it's not way out of the left field or right field that this guy is running to the other side of the tunnel to get a better picture of Davante.
Yeah, but
Davante was more to the right of you viewing the video than he was to the left side of it.
But if he was trying to get to the other side to get a picture of him, he would have seen Davante coming. And I don't think he was looking. That's my point.
No,
I think he had tunnel vision. I think he had tunnel vision and was not paying attention.
But then, if it was tunnel vision, where was he trying to go? There was a wall there. Where was he trying to go?
No, there was still more field. There was a wall of fans, but he wasn't walking directly towards the wall. He was here's the tunnel. You had two sides of it with fans. Davante's walking in the middle of that. He's crossing. He's parallel to the wall.
The NFL send out a memo. I'm telling you, every team got it. All right? Every team. Tell the photographers don't be running across the damn tunnels when the players are going in them.
I mean, again,
it's just that simple.
He should have been looking. I agree that he shouldn't have been.
I think it goes both ways.
But Davante shouldn't have been shoving him.
I think at this point, just go.
Davante Adams said, "My name is John Cena."
I don't think he shouldn't have pushed him. And I don't think the cameraman should have done that. So I think
facts, both sides. It's just a
so
lot of people trying to jump
like everybody probably was in his ear right after that. Oh, you gotta sue me. He got so many texts after that, if people saw that video. Oh, sue him.
Yeah, but the thing about it is Devontae Adams turned when he. It's funny because they only showed him when he went into the tunnel. If you run it 2 more seconds, he turns around and comes back and picks him up.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I saw him shove, look down, and
because they cut it.
I'm getting a bag. I'm not gonna hold you. You might not think it's ethically or morally correct. Best believe if he just shoves me and keeps going, please, I'm getting a bag. I'm definitely following them assault charges. Absolutely, I'm getting that bag. Hey, settle. I just need $100K. I don't need nothing crazy. You got it. Absolutely, I'm getting the bag. It's not ethically and morally correct, but I'm getting the bag. It's like if he would have shoved him, it's like, oh, my bad. Pick him. I would have let it slide.
That's what he did, though. That's exactly what he did.
He had to think about it.
And he apologized in the interview later.
That's what he's supposed to do. What he gonna be like? Nah, I don't care.
He could have, honestly. Shit, he could have.
But he could have. But guess what? That wouldn't help that assault case he's getting right now because everybody was seeing that. It would have been like, see, he had malicious intent. He would have been like, see, he had malicious intent. He didn't even care. He didn't feel regretful.
Nah, man, the video I'm watching, he walked a long way down that motherfucking tunnel.
Exactly.
No,
he probably turned around because somebody told him.
Look, nah, bro, this nigga done walked a long way down that motherfucking tunnel.
Stared him down and kept going.
That's 6, that's 8, 9,
and then 10, it cuts
11,
off.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Walking a minute.
That nigga said I was walking in Memphis. He was out of there, bro. Like, he was out of there. Like, but that's the only video. You gotta send me the one, Mel, if you find him turning around. Because the dude was already being helped up as he was walking past too, so he couldn't have helped him up.
And it was the stare down too that made it worse. I'm not gonna lie. They play if that does go to trial, if they go to court, that is playing on a loop. Look at that stare down. Look at the way he just does it.
He didn't look at him. He looked at the camera. He didn't look at him. He looked at the camera. He said, "You want a picture? Take it now."
Facts.
Nah,
that's crazy.
Take it
I'm
now.
always gonna side with I'm going players 100% every time.
Me too. I'm with.
Hey, so if he would have walked in and Devontae just started swinging on him, kneed him in the head, attitude.
Oh yeah, I'm with the player. Definitely
with
UFC.
The player.
His name is Anderson Silva. You better stop playing with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
At the end of a game, bro, especially, but like I said,
Jones.
But you gotta think, like he was. Those last 2 plays, the fact they lost the game, there's a lot of shit going through him at that moment. And the last thing he wants is a camera and a dude walking in front of him, whether he's trying to get a picture or not.
He's trying to get.
He's just trying to get the fuck out of the dodge.
Mel, let me ask you. Take out a cameraman. If anybody would have walked in front of him, does that make it any less okay, or does that make it more okay? You know what I mean? It's the same thing across the board.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No, because I'm with you. Like,
if a fan is running across the tunnel and an NFL player was there and he got in his way and he pushed him, bro, I'm not going to be like, oh, he shouldn't have.
But the thing about it is, how many people
the tunnel at the end of the game when players
how many people were watching Devontae Adams just walk?
To do that shit?
There were people on both sides of him. None of them tried to cross him.
He's the one that got caught in the crossfire, but there were people moving all across that field. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, but now
he's just the one. And then everybody stopped once they saw it. Everybody stopped and was focused on, oh, snap, are you okay?
I didn't see too many people moving. I saw somebody on the side that was already on that side coming up, but it wasn't too many.
I'm not saying like legit like crossing like in front of Devontae specifically. I'm just saying there was a lot of people moving on that field. Like I said, the cameraman
didn't push anybody on the field. Like, when he pushes him, literally the cameraman is the only one that's standing. And if you look at the entrance of it, it's a little narrow too of what he's going down. So if he's running across, he has to know like, okay, he has to get through this little narrow part, right? It's not too small, but it ain't that much space between the wall to the people that's there on either side. So why are you trying to run across? And then when he runs across, Adams is already on top of him. Like, it's like you could be right that he wasn't looking, but you got it like he wasn't even running. He was shuffling his feet.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why
he's shuffling past the motherfucking. Like, nah, I'm not.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said I don't think he was looking, because if he would have saw Devontae and just tried to run across,
if I did that shit, Adams, push me. We good after that. Push me.
Hey, you know what? Push me too, so I can sue you too and get.
No, I ain't suing.
Absolutely. Hey, I got student loans to pay off when I'm done. I got tuitions I still got to pay. Absolutely, I'm getting my. And my girl need a new car.
What 50 Cent say on that podcast? What 50 Cent say on that podcast?
Which one?
Quote him. What he said on that podcast when that dude was like, "You punch me, I'm gonna get my man to punch me, and then I'm gonna double the money." And what he say? I ain't gonna finish it, but what he say?
Something like that. Hey,
same money you gonna sue him for? Give it to the little buck. Take your ass out, G baby.
I'm gonna get the bag one way or another. Please.
Them charges gonna be dropped though. Promise you.
We'll see. If he gets to pay the settlement, they probably will.
Oh no, he gonna drop it.
I don't think so. I think they'll just drop it. He's not gonna get none out of it.
He's not getting none out of it. He didn't drop it. The police probably sat him down like, "Yo, you really gonna do that?" Like you walked in the man way. Like you know who he is? He's Devontae Adams. That's what I would have said to him.
Oh, if he goes to a corrupt police officer,
that's not a corrupt police officer. Just because I said you know who
they have to judge the law the same.
Yeah, and I judge the law. You walked in a man's way. If I walk in your way in the street and I push you, that's not assault. Now if I start whooping your ass after I push you, that might be. But if I push an old lady down for no reason, yeah, that's assault. But you're in my path. Like I don't think he meant to push him down. He pushed him and the nigga fell. Because if you watch his feet when he pushed him, he tripped over his own fucking camera. He tripped over the camera stick. Like Adams didn't push him down. He looked at him because he probably was like, "Damn, you fell, pussy." And he walked off like he was Jadakiss, man. I don't blame you, Adams. Push that nigga.
That's y'all. Hey, but
fuck that dude. That's what I'm gonna say to him.
Yeah, but moving on. Matt Rule fired.
Fuck that dude too.
Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are not playing this week. It will be.
It's so goddamn funny that we had somebody on this panel who said Baker Mayfield is better than Kirk fucking Cousins.
Oh, that's egregious.
Top right.
No,
man.
I am. No, I still stand on that. I'm not going back down.
Baker noodle arm. Baker on my arm hurts.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. Besides Justin Fields, he's the worst. He's the second worst starting quarterback in the league.
Mr. Trubisky.
And Mitch third.
Well, Mitch not starting no more. He said starting.
I might take Mitch over Baker Mayfield right now.
Mitch is not starting. He's on the bench now, so he doesn't.
That Panther team is trash.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Actually, it's pretty solid. If you look at the roster, it's pretty solid.
No, stop. Yeah. You're looking at skill positions, and you're not looking at the 5 guys that are in front of them.
Are we dead ass?
The skill positions are good. They have good receivers and a good running back. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm saying that the 5 dudes that are blocking in front are garbage.
What about the 4 defensive linemen on the other side?
Yeah, what about him?
They're not protecting Baker.
But what about him just missing throws? Just dead ass.
He's missing throws. Yes, he is. I'm not saying that he's. What I'm saying is it's not a good. That front 5 is horrible, and he's missing. He rushes throws, so he's missing throws.
He was missing throws with a top 5 line, so
the same way Robbie Anderson was dropping passes.
Baker Mayfield was missing throws with a top 5 line. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I don't. He got CC. He better dump that in the backfield. Hey, why can't they run a little dump out the backfield? You know what I mean? Let's see him do some work. That's what you do when your O-line can't block.
But now when we address Baker,
wait a minute. We just did this. Y'all just did this. Like
Johnny Manziel.
So now,
when we address Baker Mayfield, we must call him Johnny Money Manziel.
Johnny had these. Baker had the progressive commercials. He ain't been the same.
That's who that guy is. That's who he is.
That Matt Rule was not a good coach.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
Like it was just a bad marriage. It was just horrible. Everything about that was just bad.
The reason why I can't give him a pass is because when he had a good marriage,
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying he's still better than Kirk Cousins.
It's not even close.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like as a quarterback, that's not even close.
Like you have to hate Kirk Cousins.
I hate Kirk Cousins.
Oh, okay. So it's biased.
I hate Kirk Cousins.
We can. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that makes sense.
Everybody has one.
Wild.
So, yeah, everybody has one. So that makes sense.
It's not wild. Kirk Cousins is true.
I hate Kirk.
No,
with a passion.
No, it's wild. Baker Mayfield better than Kirk is wild. Like
no.
He does nothing better as a quarterback.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
I can't lie.
Baker Mayfield.
He makes progressive commercials better. and he makes good receivers look like trash. That's what he does. He has literally dropped the stock.
You ain't never going.
He dropped Jarvis Landry's stock. He dropped Odell's stock, and he's dropping DJ Moore's stock.
You do realize that Odell and Jarvis Landry the last 2 years they were hurt, right? I'm just saying, like you do realize they were hurt, right?
But when he had them, what did he do?
Because when they were both healthy, they went for 1,000 yards. Did they not?
I mean, Odell was still hurt.
Did they not?
How many of those yards came from after the catch? How many of those yards came from after the catch?
Just because you barely did 1K, you still dropped.
Did he not? Did the Browns not go to the playoffs his third year?
Stop it. That defense.
Nick Chubb.
All right. So
I'm not gonna hold up. I'm not. Don't you say that Jimmy G isn't the reason they're winning games? Aren't you the same one that thinks like, oh no, they're winning off the strength of the defense in that run game, right? Aren't you the same one that views Jimmy G in that light? That's what Baker Mayfield did that game.
No.
He was winning off the strength of his defense and his run game.
The last 7 games of that, did you not? What do you mean? Did you not watch the last 7 games of that season?
Yes, we watched.
Was Baker Mayfield a run?
So that was the defense that won those games. You're telling me it was the defense that won those games.
There was a run. There was times where just like the 49ers defense don't shut everybody out all the time. There's times Jimmy G got to put up some points, but that don't mean he the reason they got there. Overall, Baker Mayfield was not even in them games. Baker Mayfield was not a reliable, consistent. Go down the field, throw for 300. They was still relying heavy on Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and running play action.
Because that's how their offense works. That's how their offense works. Their offense is not a pass first offense.
Yeah, because Baker
Mayfield can't do
that. Because Baker Mayfield
it's because you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield. You can't judge him saying, well, he didn't throw for 300 yards. No quarterback with those two running backs is going to throw for 300 yards.
I said he wasn't the reason they were winning. He might have had a couple good games, but overall, as a whole, he is not the main reason they went 10-7 or whatever it was, 10-6. He is not the main reason. And it was furthermore proven in the playoff game against the Steelers. You know how they got up 28-0? 2 defensive touchdowns and Nick Chubb. And then when the ball was put in Baker's hands, he almost sold. And then when the ball was put in his hands again against the Chiefs, he sold twice. And ain't been good since.
Wait. So the defense didn't sell against the Chiefs?
Baker Mayfield had 2 more opportunities.
What did the defense do? What did that defense do?
No. Chad Henne got a first down on them. That was crazy. That was OD. Baker Mayfield.
Look at Mel trying to say there was
stop lying, but he played amazing. Stop lying.
Stop. But before that, Baker Mayfield had 2 opportunities to score and didn't get it done. And then on the last drive, the defense no longer got it done. But those 2 possessions before that, the defense did his job, and Baker Mayfield couldn't do anything with it. Didn't even get a point. That's why the Chiefs won. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to go score and win. They just had to get a first down and run out the clock because Baker Mayfield, with 2 opportunities to get points, didn't do it. That's why they lost.
Okay.
Or couldn't do it.
So you're going to judge that. So does he get the same link? So does he get the same leniency the year after playing with the torn labrum? Or
when I
ain't giving him no
when I found out what
was
wrong with his shoulder,
I don't care.
I didn't hold that season against him. You can't throw with him.
Baby did. I can vouch for him. He did. He went live.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not.
Fuck his labrum. Fuck that dude.
Hold on, GK, stop fucking lying. That nigga not play no great against the Chiefs. Why are you just lying?
He didn't play good. I'm not saying he didn't play a good game against the Chiefs. No, what I'm saying is
he's lying. Like, bro, he didn't play amazing.
Go watch. Look, he writing in all caps. You know he yelling in red right now.
Like, bro, GK, he played amazing. What do you want?
No, I wouldn't use amazing in the same sentence as that game. But my thing is, it's very hard for anybody to succeed in the situation that he was put in. You had 4 head coaches
but he just went to the playoffs
in 4 years.
13-3 record.
That I give you.
100%.
But
he still had it. But you can't. And
then your next coach.
But Mel, you can't take that without saying he also one of those coaches in that 4 years. He got to the playoffs with him and had a 13-3 record.
What I'm saying is, what makes what makes Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes special is consistency. They know what each other want. What did Brady and Belichick have? They knew what they wanted. Everything works. It's different when every year you come in, it's a new offense. It's a new coach. It's a new this.
The reason I'm going to give you that is because when Greg Williams was the interim head coach and Freddie Kitchens was OC, he looked great, and we were like, bet. This is what we wanted to see.
Greg Williams should have stayed the coach. That was my personal opinion.
Same. I'm with you on that. I thought the same thing. They got Freddie Kitchens. That was a bad marriage. They gave up too soon. Then they went and got Kevin Stefanski. And I was like, bet. We saw what he did with Kirk Cousins. It's the same type of offense. They just have 2 running backs instead of 1. They got David Njoku down there. They even brought in Austin Hooper, literally to just make his life easier. I know he got hurt. For sure.
But everybody got hurt. No, but everybody was hurt.
I'm with you, but the reason why, like, because even with all that, even healthy, it was his best he's looked was with Greg Williams. The best he's looked was with Greg Williams.
But because everybody was
2 years, but that was 2 years before the injury, and there was no Odell during that playoff run.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's
Odell.
No, that's what I'm saying. But Odell was the only one that wasn't healthy.
Yeah, but Donovan Peoples-Jones and Rashard Higgins weren't nothing crazy.
Don't talk about Peoples-Jones. He's a good receiver. He's solid.
I'm not saying he's
not. A question,
I said he was nothing crazy. He's good though. I like him. He's good. I'm not saying he's trash.
I got a question though. So if a guy is hurt, banged up, right, and still plays, why do we have to give him leeway because he played hurt? I don't understand.
I'm very much in the mindset, like, you know.
No, if you on the field, you're on the field.
Right. Exactly. That's the same thing you should say with Baker's lever, whatever he tore. Like,
I just said I wasn't gonna write him off until I saw him healthy.
Yeah, look, everybody's calling Russell Westbrook. Oh my God, Russell Wilson trash, and he has something torn that he just had surgery. He's gonna play through. Like, and he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt of not being called trash. So why can't we sit here and call Baker trash when he did the same thing? Like, that's your decision to play with that injured arm. Your decision, not ours. Yours. And if you don't, if you don't
Baker
perform,
Mayfield would have sat
that's
out,
on you.
Nobody
would have. Baker for not performing because he was hurt. Yeah, he should have.
But Russell Wilson it's not the same thing. Russell Wilson was trash before he hurt his shit. Baker fucked his shit up and it was either the first game or the preseason game right before the season started.
Just say he was playing with it when they hurt it.
No, but the reason why he had to play with it because he was looking for the contract. That's why. If he doesn't, then he sits out, he gets released anyway. He ends up getting released anyway, but he was playing for a contract. Russell Wilson was playing for a contract.
That's on you then. That's on you. It doesn't matter if he's playing for a contract or not. It's like the concept of a quarterback playing trash and a quarterback being hurt. Russell Wilson in his arm, Baker in his arm. Russell's being bagged on now, and people are defending Baker Mayfield because he played with a hurt arm. That's your business. You made that decision to play with that hurt arm. I
just said I wasn't going to write him.
I don't care about that. I understand with the contract, but I don't care about that. If you're out there on the field, to me, Mel, if you're on the field,
that's what I said.
No, but I'm saying to me, like, that's 100%. Like, you're liable for whatever you do on that field at that moment you step out there, whether you're hurt or not. And Baker just was not performing. When Baker doesn't perform, it doesn't mean, oh, he's hurt. No, nigga, get off the field then.
No, I said everybody was hurt.
No, I don't care. How many people played hurt though? How many of them like? It was Baker that was making those mistakes. It was Baker that
everybody was hurt though.
Nick Chubb.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't see Nick
Jarvis Landry was hurt. Odell was hurt. Everybody was hurt. Nick Chubb was hurt. The entire offense was hurt.
Had a good defense almost the whole time he was there. I don't want to hear that. Oh, everybody was hurt. Where were they playing at? Because they still was a top 10, top 5, top 10 offensive line.
The offense was hurt.
He still had a top 5, top 10 offensive line. He still had a top 5, top 10 running back. So I don't understand. Like, he still has weapons. Nick Chubb was
hurt.
For how long of a period of time that Baker was there? For how long of a period of time that Odell got there was he hurt? How long was Jarvis Landry hurt?
Odell was hurt for 3 years.
Wait. When did Nick Chubb get hurt? Hold up.
He pulled his hand. He pulled his groin.
Was Kareem Hunt still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not worried. They had Kareem Hunt in the backfield.
But then they both got hurt.
But Kareem Hunt got hurt.
Somebody Johnson run the ball.
That was what Casey.
Yeah.
Next guy.
That was what Casey.
That's my.
GK also to go back to this little Baker played amazing against the Chiefs. 23 for 37, 204 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that. But that was just a side note because I was looking at it. Do y'all care about what Brian Robinson did? First game back after getting shot, got a touchdown, his first career.
Oh, congratulations to that dude.
That's my guy.
Yeah, congratulations to that dude.
Yeah, shout out Brian Robinson. Picked him up last minute in a couple leagues because, just in case. But, all right, so we're going to transition now. We are going to... Do we want to talk about Cooper Kupp or do we want to get our top 10 quarterback ranking first? Because I feel like they both go take a minute. We can get these top 10 quarterbacks out the way.
Let's get the quarterbacks out the way, then we get to Cooper.
Oh, it's top 10?
Yeah, top 10. Or did you only did top 5?
I'm not gonna do a top 10.
Okay.
I ain't do anything.
Fuck it.
Okay, we doing. All right. Go.
No, Mel. I want you to ask your question because it determines. I'm assuming it determines how we do.
Wait, pause real quick before we move on. Just a quick statement. GK, you are the same motherfucker. While I seen you trying to argue in that PFF bullshit that Mitchell Trubisky had a better game than Lamar just off the box score and using PFF. So shut the fuck up.
What?
Oh, God.
Yes. We showed him.
What?
No, it was in the Mel. It was in
Wait
the
a minute.
I showed him a PFF stat. It was when Mitch Trubisky played the Browns versus Lamar Jackson versus the Dolphins, I think, and it was Mitch Trubisky had a better PFF grade than Lamar Jackson, and he tried to say, "Oh well, yeah, because did Mitch Trubisky make plays?" Mitch Trubisky, yeah, it was nasty, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate PFF because look at this. Like
that's like saying sense. he had a better game in Madden, and that counts. No.
Yeah, I don't like that. But what was your question, Mel? As far as your how we're doing this, because I'm assuming you wanted to know.
No. I'll go ahead. Do you think?
Sorry, guys.
I mean, do you have your top 10 quarterbacks already?
I have mine, but it's like, is it like currently or just in general?
I feel like because it's we're about to hit week 6 and stuff. I feel like we can do a balance of 2.
Damn.
Like we don't have to be OD with it, but like Jared Goff, I don't care how good he's been playing. We know he's not a top 10 quarterback. Geno Smith, we know he's not a top 10 quarterback. So I feel like there's got to be a balance.
So we're not taking.
It's not strictly this season.
It's not strictly this season.
Overall, plus this season because some people have obviously regressed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this now for my receivers. I'm gonna count D-Hop, but for my quarterbacks, I'm not gonna count Deshaun Watson, even though I think I'm gonna count him, but I can't.
Okay. Well, Deshaun Watson would count if it was 6, not.
Yeah. So for right now, it's Mahomes, Rodgers, Brady, Allen. But like once it get to Allen, like Herbert and Lamar, we all interchangeable. Why you walk out the room?
I'm pretty sure it's because of where you have Brady and where you have Josh Allen. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm pretty sure that's why.
I have Brady 3.
No, I'm good. I'm good over here.
Okay. So you said 4 was Allen.
Wait, so it's Mahomes, Rodgers, Brady. It gets Josh Allen. Then 5 and 6 is Herbert and Lamar, but they're literally flip flop.
Yeah. I agree.
That's fine. See, he's been playing like ass, but like, do I still have him top 7? Damn. I'm gonna say Russ. Fuck it. I'm going to say Russ, Burrow, Kyler, and Stafford.
Okay.
But after them, they're all interchangeable.
Okay. Mel, would you like to go with your list, or would you like to contest Trent on what he said real quick?
No, I'm amending something right now.
Moolage, do you have yours? I know you're driving, but
I mean, I got 5, but after that, like Trent said, it's really just interchangeable. Like I got Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Herbert, Rodgers, Brady.
What? You got Brady at 6?
Absolutely. After that, it's really just kind of interchangeable, bro. Like it's really kind of just jumbled after that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay. Troy, do you have a list right now, or?
I don't.
All right, that's fine. I'll do mine. So I have Mahomes 1. I have Allen 2. Because of the criteria we're doing, I have Brady 3.
You gotta say his fucking name. I'm not gonna hear this shit, bro.
I have Rodgers 4.
Thank you.
But I really don't want him there. I have Lamar at 5. Yes, I have Lamar at 5. He's been playing better than Herbert this year. That's really the edge because it was close before that, but he's been playing better than Herbert this year. I have Herbert at 6. I have Burrow at 7. And now, this is where it gets nasty. Because even though we're basing it off of last year plus this, so we have to take into everything. I genuinely believe that Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. I genuinely believe Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback.
Counting last season too?
I think his leap that he's taken has been really huge. Tua has shocked me a bit, but I know who Tyreek Hill is and I know how fast Waddle was, and I knew what that could have looked like. Even with AJ Brown, I was still very skeptical on Jalen Hurts. And I think he's taken a huge leap. So I have him right now at 8. I have Kyler at 9 because I don't think Kyler has gotten better or worse. I just think he's stayed the same. And then he doesn't have D-Hop, so that kind of hurts him. I'm not going to lie. I don't want Russell Wilson in this spot. And I don't want Matt Stafford. Right. I don't want Matt Stafford in this spot. And I don't think Kirk might be better than Stafford, but I don't know if he's better than Russ right now. So I'm going to put Russell Wilson at 10 right now. But he wouldn't be if Tua was still healthy. I'm not going to hold you.
So we're combining between last season and this season.
Yes, and the reason with Jalen Hurts is I think he's taken a major jump. Everybody else
pretty much he jumped that much?
Yes. It could be because yes, I genuinely think he has. I think even just watching how he looks, I know against the Cardinals he didn't have his dominating game like I expected.
But he looked like shit last year though.
He looked mid last year. I wouldn't say shit. He looked mid last year.
He started to pick it up towards
he had bad decision making, and his coaches wouldn't run the ball.
I wouldn't say he looked like shit.
He looked like mid last year.
Okay, I don't like dancing in the middle. It's either shitty or awesome.
He looked like mid is the funniest shit I ever heard. I just wanted to say that. But I just threw this together. I got 5. You ain't gonna like it, but I just threw it together.
Okay. What is it?
I got Pat, Ron, Josh, Tom, and then Joe.
Oh, you said who?
Joe Burrow,
Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, facts.
Josh Allen.
Facts.
Tom Brady.
Facts.
And then Joe Burrow.
I
actually was gonna put Lamar at 5.
That's not bad.
I remember he got injured last year.
Yeah, it's just the fifth spot I disagree, but I'm not gonna lie, that's not bad.
Yeah, 1 through 4 is perfectly fine.
Yeah, so Mel, what's yours? Because you walked when I started my shit. I don't know what the.
Well, I had to go get my book. It just happened. It was bad timing. I just wanted to go get my book.
Oh.
Okay.
So tell us your book. What your book say?
All right. So Derek Carr.
I was like, there's no way.
Fix y'all face.
I was like, there's no way.
I heard David Carr, and I was about to lose my shit.
All right. So
as a Raider fan, I was gonna say, whoa, bro, whoa. Don't do that.
Y'all been bumping heads as a Raiders fan today. I don't know what's up. Go ahead, man.
I'm realistic with my shit. Mahomes, this is where it's gonna get nasty because I know
you just said you're realistic, and then we didn't even get to 2, and you said it's gonna get nasty.
No, I was talking with my Raider fandom. That's my Raider fandom.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Mahomes, Brady, Allen, Rodgers.
Okay.
Lamar.
Okay.
Herbert.
Okay.
Stafford. Burrow. Russ.
So that's 9. Who's the last one?
That's 9.
Yeah, because you said Herbert.
Yeah,
Burrow,
that is 9.
Yeah, Russ and Lamar. Oh no, and Stafford. I'm sorry. So you need the one after Russ. I'm not gonna hold you. Stafford still being at 7 is tough.
Yeah, I never.
Stafford still being at 7 is tough. I'm not.
Like, I think Stafford's really never been top 7 in his career.
I can't do it with Stafford. He throws too many fourth quarter interceptions, bro. Like that shit is crazy to me.
I mean, that's who Stafford's always been. He's always gonna throw you a pick. Every game you can count on.
But it's just like, come on, my guy. Come on. I need you to. If we're gonna look at Matt Stafford as a top 10 quarterback, like you can't do that.
This year only Cooper Rush, GK.
Who said Cooper Rush?
No, that's what he's saying. GK said who's going to finish in the top 10 this year only. And Troy said Cooper Rush. So what? Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. Cooper Rush. Matt Stafford still being top 10 is kind of wild, but like top 7. That's like elite of the elite. That's like tier 1 and 2.
Deshaun Watson going to come back and finish in the top 10 too.
I can't wait.
It's going to shuffle. Everything's going to get shuffled around as the weeks go on.
I don't know what you see in these past 5 weeks to still keep him there. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, I can't.
That's like you got. Really don't see it. You had Russ in yours, correct?
I said by default, I don't want him there though. If Tua was still healthy, he would have taken that spot. And I can't put Trevor Lawrence there yet. And
who was in yours?
My obviously. So after we get to like Herbert and Lamar, then it's
Go ahead.
Burrow. I put Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson at 10. But like I said, I don't want him there.
See, I don't like Kyler Murray.
I am changing my 5.
I don't care for him either, but I can't see, at least as of right now, I can't see a world where he's lower than 11. I put him at 9 because he's been better than Russ so far. But like, I can't see a world where he's lower than 11, personally. That's where I had him going into the season, was at 11. But people moved up and people moved down, and Kyler Murray just kind of stayed in the same spot.
Yeah, but like I said, but I guess I'm taking, like we said, we're combining what happened last season with what is happening currently right now.
Mm-hmm. And I could be giving Kyler Murray a pass a little bit because his best receiver is Hollywood Brown. He doesn't have D-Hop right now. And he's about to lose James Conner this week. So, like, I'm giving him a slight pass for that. But, like, last year, going into the season, I had him at 11. So,
shit, we need to do the receivers, too.
Once Tua and Trevor Lawrence gets back up to where I've had them at, Kyler Murray's out the top 10.
I'll tell you something you don't miss, really off topic real quick. I found this list of best positions 1 through 32, and it's a 1v1 tournament. And on Wednesday, we did the point guards. Shit kind of fire. So we're gonna do the shooting guards Monday.
It got real spicy in there.
It did. Shit was fire.
Real spicy in there. Okay.
Maybe G baby, you should put something together like that. You and Trent can work on something like that. Putting the quarterbacks versus 1v1, the best of 32, best running backs, best wide receivers. Just go down the list and see what people will pick. But go ahead, do this.
We're gonna fight on that.
But yeah, probably.
Oh, definitely. That one's gonna get real.
Don't ask me where I have a lot of people. I'm not gonna hold you. But so let's go ahead.
I already know it's real spicy, dog.
Yeah, let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and get into this because it is going into week 6 of the 2022 NFL season. And for some reason, top left over there just can't seem to get with the program. I don't know what it is. But
Cooper Kupp is not a top 5 wide receiver?
That Cooper Kupp is a top 5 receiver.
No, I'm with you, Trent.
So
doesn't he right now? Doesn't he lead the league in receptions right now?
It's second in receptions, second in yards, tied for third in touchdowns.
I already lead the league in receptions too. All my quarterback do is throw me the ball.
And see, that narrative is the one I don't like. And the reason I don't.
All right, so go tell me how many targets he got through all his other weapons.
No.
Does it matter?
The thing is,
yes,
Justin Jefferson was getting hella targets as well, and I don't.
What are you supposed to do with your best receiver?
Especially if he's always open. Especially if he's always open.
Bro, but don't act like there's not teams out there that spread the ball more, even when they have a top number one.
What's the understanding?
But if
instead of 5.
Huh?
What's the so much if I have him 6 instead of 5?
See, because I guess my problem with you is I know you don't have him 6.
I do have him 6 right now.
No, because you have Jamar Chase above him.
But I have him 6 right now. Like
because you're not counting D-Hop.
I'm counting D-Hop.
So then,
I mean, if I'm not counting D-Hop, he's 6.
So if you count D-Hop, he's 7.
Yes,
that's the blasphemy that I'm talking about.
You say it's blasphemy because I don't see argument over Tay Adams. I don't see argument for Justin Jefferson.
That's fine.
I really don't see one for Diggs either. Honestly,
I think that one's close, but okay, fine. You can say okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't see one.
Tyreek, I don't think it's. I think it's a tiny gap. You can say it's close. I still have Tyreek, and then Diab. I think it's still one of the. He come back same way. He might fuck around being my top 3.
But it's the Jamar Chase one. You have Jamar Chase as a top 5 receiver right now, not counting
me. He's not. I mean, I don't have him right now as top 5. He's 6. I have D. I still have Tyreek Hill at 5. I'm counting
just said
D-Hop.
So I said without
your 5.
D-Hop,
you got
still have
you got
Chase
Adams,
top 5 receiver.
So in your top 5, you got Adams,
0 is Adams, Jay Jettis, Diggs, D-Hop, Tyreek. 5.
And then he has Jamar Chase at 6. Because if you take out D-Hop, he still has Jamar Chase at 5.
Yes.
And he would have Cooper Kupp at 6.
And I agree. And the first 4 guys.
I agree.
I understand.
I agree with Trent.
I don't see an argument. What's going to be the argument?
Yeah, you don't see the argument.
What's the argument? What's the argument?
Like Tyreek, yes, we know.
What's the argument?
What's the difference? So, all right.
Go ahead.
Outside of speed,
are we dead?
Oh wait. Don't you hate Tyreek though, man?
No, we're not gonna do this because because I don't like because that's take away somebody's biggest. You take away Lamar Jackson legs. What the fuck is he? Like come on, like that's
in the pocket pass. He can pass the ball. Now.
Okay, so then what? So what? All right, so why would you say? All right, so now I'll change the topic then. So why would you say Cooper Kupp's not a top 5 wide receiver?
Because I think they're 5 better than him.
6 really, but
I can even if I take Jamar Chase out, still think it's still 5 that are just like I think the first 3 are clearly better than him. I don't see an argument for them. Like literally none of them. Like,
what makes them better?
Did you get the dagger?
I think they do everything better than him. Like hands, route running, the versatility, impact wise, just that and just whole in general. I think they're all better than him. What can you argue?
Route running.
No, it can be close.
I think you're disrespecting Cooper Kupp.
I'm not disrespecting Cooper Kupp, but he's not a better route runner than none of them.
For sure, he is a better route runner than D-Hop. He is a better route runner than Tyreek.
Is that the first 3?
Oh, I already told you, Stephon Diggs,
but that's fine. He's a better route runner than Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill is becoming an elite route runner, so that shit don't move.
I never said he wasn't, but
I'm just saying,
Cooper Kupp is.
I just think
just how you say like you think those guys are clearly. I think Cooper Kupp is clearly a better route runner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Diggs,
hands wise, I'm taking
and Kupp are all like Diggs, Jetta, and Kupp. They're like the same guy.
In what way?
Top 5.
They all do the exact same things.
And G Baby knows how he's not gonna like it, but I value playing on the outside heavily because it's harder to play outside. That?
Huh? And the reason I don't like that is because like Justin Jefferson, like all these top guys that we talk about, most of their targets and catches come out the slot.
That's A-okay. I done seen them fry the best of the best on the outside. Never seen the Cooper Kupp. If Cooper, I promise you, I swear to God, if I seen Cooper Kupp on the inside and do the same shit on the outside, I have him top 2 minimum. That's all I need to see from him because it's a whole different ball game from you playing in the slot from the outside. It's a totally different ball game.
But my thing is, okay. As a receiver, you're right. Playing in the slot, playing on the outside, 2 totally different things. But a lot of that is based on offense. So why is he getting crucified for the offense that his offensive coordinator and head coach runs?
It's not crucifying him.
No. I'm gonna get to the whole thing. Because whether he's running from the slot, from the outside, because he plays on the outside. I've seen him get off on the outside. I've seen him get off on the inside. Now, does Stephon Diggs play in the slot? Yes. So does Jettis. When last year, when they looked at the routes from the slot, Cooper Kupp was one. Justin Jefferson was 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're going to get it regardless. My thing is, I want to put my best receiver or best playmaker in the best position to get them off.
I totally agree. That is perfectly fine. But when I do my rank, like when I rank them and I see it, like I know you're gonna get your money where your bread is, your bread and butter. But I'm still gonna look at the guy who's still getting elite production and doing the hard, basically to me, the harder role on the outside receiver and can still do it on the inside. Like,
so do you rank Michael Irvin higher than you do Randy Moss? Because Randy Moss played the Y, he didn't play the X.
Randy Moss is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000.
I'm not gonna lie. I was with you, man. I can't give you that.
But what he was saying was you value the dudes who play on the outside.
Yeah, but Randy Moss for sure played on the outside too, and is still as a receiver 1,000, 10,000 clearly a better receiver than Michael Irvin. It's not a debate. So like
Michael Irvin ain't even top.
Say that for another show.
Yeah, like Michael Irvin's not even a top 10 receiver to me. Like Randy Moss is my GOAT. So I don't see no conversation on this guy's universe on how
I can argue Larry Fitzgerald.
But like I just value that too. Like I value that if you're like that's why I feel like why you think the top guys, wide receivers, like just from the past ever get talked about how they do like why they rank them like because they play on the outside, they play the best of the best guarded. And it's just a hard
offenses has changed.
Yeah, you're right. But like me,
I've always look at it.
Tell me the best slot is better than the best X.
But every time you say that, the 3 X's you have above them, we don't argue.
But this is the way I look Tyreek.
I think there is, and here's my thing when it comes to Cooper Kupp. Like the way I feel at this point, like. Yes, he plays a slot receiver. But even then, you look at the top receiving seasons in history. How many of them dudes did it from the slot? Because you say it's the easier position. Yes, okay, cool. But what Cooper Kupp has done, even in that position, is still historic. He was 4 catches away from tying MT's catch record. And he was 20 yards away from tying Calvin Johnson's record. And I don't know how many.
He's the GOAT slot receiver. I just view him as he's just a way better version of Wes Welker. Because Wes Welker had a conversation of being in the top 5. Is that I never viewed him as a top 5 receiver because he played in the slot. Even though he had the production and all that. Because if he did, it's like you can look at Wes Welker's career. And it was like 1 year. If he didn't get hurt, he would have had like 7 years. He'd have had like 1,200 yard plus. And like in 2011, he had like 15, almost had 1,600 yards. Like he was still elite wide receiver. I just think that I still value better than him and that just play outside.
So if a running back who ran in Mike Shanahan offense, which was a one-cut stretch offense, you don't count him the same as you would count like Emmitt Smith, who was a downhill I formation running back?
I mean, if you want to talk about players like Clint Portis, I value Clint Portis. I still think Clint Portis is still a great running back. Like I don't think I think that's totally different because you're still playing these same positions. Like you're playing in the slot and outside. I think it's totally different from just
it's not because you're saying as if him playing in the slot, he has an advantage because he's not dealing with dudes out there. I'm telling you,
I'm not going to say it's an advantage. It's just that like you don't usually if a team is not blitzing or like usually you don't get somebody man up pressing you in the slot. You don't have to worry about if you get jammed up on the outside and you touch out of bounds line, that's a flag. That can never happen in the slot. Like it's just like you don't usually get you don't get the fucking in the slot. You get more like linebackers on you, safeties on you. No, you don't get really nobody pressed up on you like that. It's just more variables from the slot.
But you have to work it. But you got to work in more traffic.
So does outside receivers.
You don't work in the same amount of traffic as the slot.
There's not that much traffic. You really got to work. You got to worry about maybe a linebacker bumping you a little
bit. You're dealing with whether it's a linebacker or strong safety in front of you. You got all the trash inside there, and you got the safeties. If you're on the outside, you really only have to worry about your man and the safety.
And if you go in the middle, you got to worry about linebackers too.
Yeah, but the slot dude has to deal with all of that.
Yeah, but you still have more space to operate.
As a slot receiver, no, you don't.
Yes, you do. You have more space to operate than outside.
you're looking at it singularly as, okay, well, he's on an island out here, and the operating space that the slot receiver has to deal with is this much space. But you're missing that 90% of the defense is in there.
Yeah, for sure. But 90% defense have to have an assignment to do. And you still, again, you're in the slot. And
but you got to get through that. But you still got, as a slot receiver, you got to get through that.
Yeah, for sure. But same thing on the outside. You have the corner and stuff. You still got to worry about the safeties. You run a dig. You still got to worry about the middle. But in the slot, you still have more space to operate. That's just how it is. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's more space, but there's more people there.
But slots don't get double this. You can't double the slot like how you could do on the outside because it'll be dumb as hell to double a slot receiver. Like,
slots be double.
But wouldn't you agree that a lot of like we get what the receivers used to be? But wouldn't you agree that the reason like Jay Jettis, most of his targets coming out the slot, they put Devontae Adams in the slot now? Don't you think the reason they're doing that, like wouldn't you agree, like at least for Jay Jettis, like a lot of his production is coming out the slot because, like, just like matchup wise, for example, defensive lineman, if your best passers, let's say Joey Bosa, 9 times out of 10, are they going to put him on the best right tackle or the best tackle, or are they going to put him on the rookie that just started? They're going to put your best guy on their weakest guy because of matchup. Yeah. So that's why they're moving. Like, wouldn't you say, like, the reason why I don't, and that's the main reason I don't like the outside receiver with slot thing, because if I'm a coach, I'm going to put my best guy in the easiest position for him to win, for us to win. And he's always, so that's why
he also has to have the skill to play there, though, because just because he's your best guy doesn't mean he fits there.
Oh, absolutely. Because, like, if DK is the best receiver on somebody's team, I'm not putting him in the slot, obviously. Like, so I get you on that, Troy. But I'm saying, if that's why, like, for me, I don't use that as a hindrance to Cooper. Now, you also mentioned not playing against, like, the top corners. I also would say that's just because the best corner in the league's on his team, and he hasn't played a team with a top corner. Like, real talk, he really hasn't.
He played
last year. Who?
He played AJ Terrell.
This year?
Yeah, he caught one.
Oh, yeah, they did play the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what Cup did that game. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't remember what he did. So
but it's the same thing. I can say the same thing, that there were 2 games that Justin Jefferson got locked up when he went up against Okudah and Darius Slay.
And I think the same shit would happen to Cooper Kupp. That's how it is. Like, no matter how you put it, that's just how it is. I think the same shit will happen. Like, that's
I don't know. I disagree.
That's why I say it's a different ball game, bro. Like, that's just I want him to see it go against the best of the best. Like, I know
you say that, but my whole point was, like, okay, he played AJ Terrell this year. Last year, did they play anybody with like a top corner? I think the best
he didn't get guarded by him. The best corner that he played, the best slot corner was Kenny Moore. He fraud.
No, not the best slot corner. Who was the best corner on a team that they played last year?
Probably Jair. They played
the Packers last year.
I think Jair got hurt.
I was like, I don't think Jair played that game.
So I don't even know.
So like I hear you, but like, and also too, like, if they're not available to play,
but it's not my main point. Is that I still think they're still 5.
I'm just skill set wise, they're all on the same level.
You can say it, but I still think they're still like 5 better though. Like, that's just I really just think they're 5 better receivers, and I still value that playing outside more than the inside. And if you're balanced out, then I'm perfectly fine with that. But Kupp is a slot receiver.
I just think just kind of like we have positionless basketball. I think at this point, when it comes to like receivers, I don't care where you are. If anything, if I'm a coach, I'm gonna start putting like Devontae and Jettis. I'm gonna start lining you up in the slot, because I know if a defensive coordinator, especially when they go man, because I can get you on a zone, I can get with you when they go zone. But like the way I feel, like if I'm playing man and my best corner, I'm putting my best corner on your best receiver. So, like, I don't care if Cooper Kupp is inside. If I'm playing man, go find him and stay with him. That's how I feel. So,
and it's like Deebo Samuel. Like, they line him up in the backfield. He's running wheel routes on linebackers because of where he is. Like, because they got to get that dude the ball. So you move dudes around. Like, I'm not saying. All I'm saying is
coaches that's doing with the 49ers.
There's no. I think Diggs, Jettis, and Kupp, their skill sets are all like they're very similar wide receivers.
I don't see that though.
So
yeah, me either.
I think they are.
Because I don't see like, but again, no, even for like, because G-Wave, like we brought like the whole top company top 5. Like we know the first thing I'm gonna argue. Even like with D-Hop, like I don't know. And Tyreek, I really don't see like
and like I'm not saying you necessarily are doing this, but like it's not even just with Cooper Kupp. It's just with D-Hop itself. Everybody will always be like, yeah, but it's D-Hop. We know what D-Hop does with trash quarterbacks. I'm not saying you do this, Trent. I'm just saying because we saw D-Hop produce with trash quarterbacks, it's almost like nobody ever wants to like really knock
him. Yes, GK probably is.
You know, so like that's why like with D-Hop, I'm like, ain't nobody knocking. He's still on the same tier, but like just like everybody else will get knocked for missing as many games as he did because of injury.
But I think the other dudes elevated themselves.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
I think Stephon Diggs elevated himself.
And then also too, what I value, because everybody wants to say, oh, like not Trent specifically, but like fluke seasons and all that stuff. I think for me, after people get a year of film on you, and you come back and you still doing the same thing regardless, that's not a fluke to me. That's not like, oh, you were just, it was whatever. Like, no, like this is who you are. You've elevated yourself.
I mean, if you're elite, so I just think that it's not like even if you got a year of breakdown film, you're not going to be able to stop slot guys that are just elite like that. Like you wasn't able to stop Wes Welker.
Okay, but my thing is, if like everybody knows Cooper Kupp is the best receiver. If you're telling me that a lot of times, even when defenses go man, they're not putting their best corner on Cooper Kupp, then I would tell you that those defensive coordinators are bad coordinators. Because me personally, if we're playing man, like I'm like man at this point, not zone, because zone I get you. If you're not a slot corner, you have your certain cover threes. Like everybody's got different responsibilities. You can't necessarily leave your zone to go with the guy. Like I get that. But if it's man to man, I'm putting my best guy on your best guy because at that point, it's just mono we mono.
I mean, yeah, that's fine, but it depends. Like again, like the Cowboys tried to put Trayvon Diggs, who's not a slot corner, on Kupp in the slot, which was dumb as fuck. You don't do that. So there's not many slot.
But you say he's not a. So help me understand this before we wrap up the show. Help me understand this then, because you say he's not a slot corner, but if it's man to man, can you explain to me the difference of guarding of man to man on a receiver in the slot versus as a receiver on the outside? Because to me, if it's man to man, it's the same thing.
I just think for corners on the outside, usually they do like Trayvon Diggs. He knows his technique. He knows his limits and not what to do.
Because when it comes
more space to operate, and you do one thing and he can fuck you up just like he did. All he did was just run right past him, and he caught a 70-yard bomb, a 70-yard touchdown.
No, yeah, I feel you, but like, what changes as far as because I obviously I've never played.
I'm gonna tell you,
he's a D lineman, but I want to know what the difference. Okay, so I want to know the difference between playing man on the receiver outside and in the slot.
All it is, honestly, it's as simple as this: space. Yeah. It's all it is. It's just space. A cornerback on the outside. If we're playing man, and I know, and we'll say we're playing man with one safety over the top, and we got another safety dropping to the middle. I know I'm gonna force him inside, so I'm gonna play outside. There's nothing else over here but sideline. There's nothing else over here. In man.
Okay.
And it's the same thing if I'm gonna shade him inside. If I'm gonna force him outside, he can only go but so far. The sidelines are right there. You're playing with an extra. It's like you're playing basketball with six dudes. Okay. When you're in the slot,
you don't have the luxury outside.
That's a three-way go because you can go left, you can go right.
You can just go. Yeah, it's so much space to operate more. So
okay, I get what you on that. So okay,
but so that's why.
So can you? So then this is my final question, and then we can wrap up the show. Can you explain to me, like, then what differentiates like the best corners? Because I would still think in my head that even with
cornerback,
the best corner is still better than your slot cornerback. Is he not?
The good cornerbacks travel. Like it's so hard now. That's why I don't believe that a true shutdown corner really exists in the league like that. Like you might get a hit, you might get 2 or 3, but not like you're not going to be the Deion Sanders and I'm just going to take this dude and I'm going to wipe out one half of the field because they can take their wide receiver and put his ass in the slot, or take a Deebo Samuel and put him at running back.
Okay,
that's what makes certain dudes special. Like Jair Alexander can go cover in the slot.
But for example, wouldn't Trayvon Diggs still be better than the slot cornerback? So if their best receiver moves to the slot, I get to understand the space is harder, but why wouldn't you still put your best cornerback on their best receiver, even if they move to the slot?
It just depends.
That's my question.
It just depends on what corners they know they limits of. Like
you can, you
gotta have that though.
You gotta have good hits. You gotta have hits.
And I get knowing your limits. But if I have a corner that's like, for example, that's a bad example to use. Like Darius Slay, right? Like we'll just use him. We saw what he did against Justin Jefferson. I don't think if you would have kept Justin Jefferson in the slot the whole time, I don't think Justin Jefferson would have been, or I don't think the Darius Slay should have been like, oh, well, you're in the slot now, so I'm not going to guard you anymore.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? Like, because I think
it would have been a whole different ball game, though.
No, exactly, and that's my point. Because the slot cornerback is not as good as the best one, Justin Jefferson probably would have won.
No, I'm just saying, like, just even if you put the Slay in the slot, period, and just I think it would have been a whole different ball game.
Because what I'm hearing is you're not using guys to their abilities. Not everybody can play the slot as a
there's only a few people that can really play the slot.
There's only a couple corners.
You got to have the skill to play that position. It's not just take the corner from over this side and put him in the slot. Like, there's some corners that can follow a guy no matter where he lines up on that field.
No, I feel you. That's why I was asking for understanding because, like I said, I never played cornerback. I was a front seven guy, so I can tell you all about that. I can't tell you about no cornerbacks.
Dudes who play, like, there aren't too many corners who have the ability to line up on a slot receiver and keep him under control. Like that is hard. Like Jeff Okudah can do it. We see J Ram do it. Jair Alexander can do it. Like Tre'Davious White can't do it. He cannot go in the slot. He cannot cover a slot.
Man, he tried to go in the slot. I've seen him get fried a lot of times.
He gets sauteed in the slot. He can't do it.
It's because he doesn't have the hips to do it.
Yep. Fair enough. Fair enough. I could get with y'all on that. Still think Cooper Cup's top 5 though. But welcome back, Millage. I know you had to dip out for a bit, but do you think? I mean, real quick, you think Cooper Cup's top 5 or no?
Based off last season and how his production is going this year, yes.
Yes, that's what I think. He probably will. I'll probably have him at 5.
But he would probably be, for me, around like 4 or 5, honestly.
And D-Hop played last year.
We might have to. This is gonna be a next week topic. Gotta be. Because Mood, I saw one of your videos.
I knew it was coming, T-Dog.
You got Mike Evans top 3?
Bro.
That's definitely that's next week.
Yeah, that's definitely next show.
Next week.
I'm not that nasty. I
saved it, but I got you, T-Dog. I got you. I saved it, but I got you.
Next week, next Friday, you guys.
I didn't.
To the chat.
Yeah.
But G-Baby, go ahead and close the show out.
All right. Well, Trent, final thoughts?
It was a good show. Funny as hell, We got a great topic for next week because goddamn.
That's messy.
But we beating the Rams this week. About to smoke that Lamar pack. Bucket here.
We're not beating the Rams this week. We're not
smoking beat the Ravens. We beat the Ravens. I'm gonna need an apologize from G Baby right there.
Why me?
Well, I'm gonna need an apology because we did all them schedule predictions and bro. No.
Oh, I mean, if we want to say because of that, because I didn't think y'all be 4-1, I'll give you that. But that's it.
Yeah,
still don't think y'all are contenders.
Nah.
Male, final thoughts?
Dope show. I mean, like I said, we're gonna get it. We're gonna ride. Still Raiders fans, even though Devontae effed up.
David Carr effed up.
Josh McDaniels.
The blame can go around.
He could have self-corrected.
Shit. Hey, still go Raiders, man. I thought we was gonna win the game. I'm sorry, y'all caught up by 10. But anyways, follow the sports TikTok, Sports Maru. Follow the sports Twitter, Sports Maru. Check out the Wednesday show. We trying to get this revamp going. Yeah.
Troy, final thoughts.
Hey, I mean, shit. It's my first time being asked final thoughts. I normally ask myself, but great show. Good job hosting you, baby. You guys awesome. Sorry, I'm a little tired. My boss had a couple of days off this week and I had to work a little extra hard. So I ain't got much energy. So I gave you guys what I had in the beginning of the show and I'll let you guys have the ending of the show. But yeah, good job. Kick it back over.
I feel you. And my final thoughts are appreciate y'all for watching.